Welcome back to M Hood Fishing. So where am I? Am I in Bonnet Spillway or am I in a war zone? Well, it looks like a war zone or the aftermath of a war zone, doesn't it? So this is River Road in Bonnet Spillway after the river's been rolling through here for a long time. The road is just totally washed out. I'm out here with my good friend James, who also has a YouTube channel. If you want to check it out, the link is down in the description. So I'm out here to see what kind of fish are stuck between these culverts. There's a culvert here, water stuck between this one and one way over there, and then there's a bigger one right here. You see the dude in the blue shirt? That's James over there. So we're gonna check it out. There could be white bass, I think so. Pretty confident about that. There's a vehicle coming down this way. Catfish. There's also a lot of Asian carp and other things trapped in here, but I'm not looking for the carp today. They're here. As you can see, I'm all in today. I've got my bases covered. Before I could even get a line wet, homeboy's got a fish. Looks like a little cat.
Yes, sir.
Are you fishing a worm under a float?
Yes, sir.
It's a little channel cat. Nice, nice. Out of the 6 rods that I brought today, 2 of them are catfish rods. Look at these night crawlers. They've been in the fridge a bit long, so it's time to use them. To fish this canal, I'm going really simple with slip rigs. I got a homemade lead there that a subscriber sent me a while back. That's probably about an ounce. And then you got the bead and the swivel and about a foot of a leader. Everything's 30-pound mono on this rig, the main line and the leader itself. Now that is a size 2 Kale. Get us out a nice healthy looking whole night crawler, and what we're going to do is we're going to, if he would be steel, we're going to get that hook started inside, and we want to thread up this night crawler over the eye of this Kale. You gotta pull it a little bit gently, get it over the eye. We want to get just a little bit up the leader, threaded up the leader over the eye. Oh, there we go. Pop, 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 popped right over it. Now that we got some threaded up, we're gonna start wrapping a bit on and kind of knot it up, have it bundled on this Kale here. We're gonna fish this whole night crawler like this. The other bait that we're gonna use is market bait. Now this isn't actually from a grocery store. This is shrimp. We call it market bait down here. This is Gulf shrimp. It's been in my fridge a little too long, so we're gonna fish with it. The only difference on this rig is the size of the Kale. It's an aught 2, not a size 2, an aught 2. Get that shell off there. So we're gonna take this tail, run that hook through one part and then through the side like this. Oh, didn't show you properly, but you get it now, right? Hooked twice. We'll put out that shrimp first. We're not too far from the culvert. If you look here, you see this island. This water gets a little deeper right here. Between that island and the culvert, it's not as deep. There's some fish over there, but I believe there's more here because it's deeper. Just put that night crawler right out there. So while I'm watching these 2 catfish lines, I'm going to be throwing different types of artificial baits. One is going to be this rattle trap. It is just after 4 o'clock, so here after a while I'm going to throw a topwater, but we're going to start with this rattle trap and also a small crappie jig, or down here if you like, sockeye jig. We're looking for white bass with these 2 baits. Now this might be too big, but it's a good color, silver. You might notice by now that I'm just getting everything ready while we watch these lines. This is the little soft plastic we're going to put on the jig. It is a Bobby Garland Moglo. Now my reports before I came out here, what I was hearing from friends fishing this area was that they were catching them on little white things, like little white jigs and stuff. I don't have anything that's all white. I've got silver and I've got chartreuse. This glows in the dark. Now down here, because this water is not necessarily clear, you can get white bass all day long with something that's all chartreuse. And they've been hitting little things like this, so this should work. We'll give it a try. There we go. That is a 1/16 ounce jig head, and that's perfect. I think that's going to work good. I'm sure you can see right there on that island there are some really big dead fish, and there's some right here on this pipe. They're really huge Asian carp. Oh, what's that right there? It's a fish right there. Looks like either a big shad or a silver carp. Throwing that rattle trap. Not only are there dead fish floating in the water here, these surrounding fields have dead fish in them too. Though the ones in the fields are kind of dry, they have flies around them. This area was previously, as of like maybe 2-3 weeks ago, under more water. The water was higher, so it was receding around that time. Some fish got stuck in the field and died, and these obviously died as well, but there are fish still alive in here. I hope it's not all Asian carp in here. There's a lot of dead fish floating out there. There's a dying fish over here that just appeared. Wonder why these fish are dying. Possibly this water is low oxygenated. There's plenty of gar in this water that I've noticed so far, and they seem to be doing fine. They're doing gar things. But look at that fish. That looks like a shad. Just had a nice big tug at this worm line. Not sure if that was a bite or not though, because there's a lot of Asian carp swimming around. Yeah, there's not just dead Asian carp here. There are some alive. They're making huge waves too. Some of them are just absolutely massive. So one of them could have ran into the line right there. Everything's slow still, even though there's a lot of activity. I think it's mostly garbage fish like carp and shad. Not to mention gar. There's plenty of gar here. Oh, maybe we do have them. Yes, I was about to give up on this place. Well, I am going to give up on this place. We're going to go check out something else. But look, I caught a fish where all the fish are dead. Well, a lot of them are dead. That's a nice little cat. Let me get him off and I'll show him to you proper. That is a almost anorexic little blue cat. Skinny little thing, isn't he? Cute little thing. Wanted to give you a close-up of these giant Asian carp before I go to a different spot. See the train in the distance there chugging along the trestle? Let's see if we can find a way to get over there. Now, the way that I used to go over there is broken. The road is washed out, but I think there is a way to get over there. We're gonna have to go back through town to get there the long way. We're going the long way. We're gonna basically go towards the other side of this, over by that trestle. That's where we're going. Made it to the other side of the trestle, but we're not doing a canal. We couldn't get that far down the road because the road's not that great. There's a series of ponds where we did stop. I'm gonna take a quick walk with this one rod with a Senko weightless on a 3 worm hook. It's text posed just to see what, I'll take just a quick walk to see what's going on here. I've walked down this peninsula that's between two ponds. There's another pond way over here. Ooh, cat just rolled over there. So this is a fairly sizable pond with an island with a tree on it. And this is where the ponds connect. Now right here, let's put this Senko right where I'm talking. Did you see that activity right there? There's a lot of bait right in here and something's busting it. There's a series of fish busting it. Maybe bass, could be white bass, could be crappie. Oh, Something grabbed that sink. Try again. That's all I can do. That's why I'm still here on YouTube. I don't stop. I'm trying to fish this on a slack line, so I have to really watch the line. I think one of the reasons why there's more activity over here is because of this shade. The sun is going down, but it's going to be up for a little while still, so there's some shade here because of the trees. I like the shade. Here we go. Got him. Nice fight. Nice fight. Ho 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 ho! Look at that! Ho ho ho! A catfish on the Senko, man. That is new to me. That is new to me. Whoa! I gotta say thank you, Mr. Gary Yamamoto. You made a good bait. It catches catfish too. Didn't even have to go all the way to Japan to do that. That is awesome. He's maybe a pound, probably a little over a pound. Go get much bigger, buddy. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Wow, here we are at sunset, and unfortunately, there's a truck over here honking at me. I guess it's time to go. So, this place has a curfew anyway, 9 o'clock, and it is after 8. It's going to be dark here soon. I'd like to keep fishing, but I got to go. So, I haven't fished the spillway in quite a while this year. It's been a few months. For a lot of reasons it was closed because of the rain. So it was interesting. Never caught a catfish on a Senko before. That was pretty cool. Lots of dead fish. That wasn't that cool. Pretty stinky. Kind of upset. I broke a rod, so whatever. I mean, that happens sometimes. It's an ultralight. It's a cheap Shakespeare. I'll get another one here soon. I haven't been able to fish, period, in like over a week because of rain and a few other things, mostly weather. So, not bad, not great, interesting. Well, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. Love you for it, and I will see you next time.